Are you a deviant? You know, like those of us who binge watch serial killer programs, laugh at the stupid stuff people do, and revel in anything adult? Well, you found your people. Join us as we crack open the doors to padded cell and release the insanely stupid, the weirdly wonderful, and those who choose to live outside societal norms. We delve into the strange, the macabre, the sexy, and the outrageous. So, if you're a deviant, then you have your place with us in the padded cell. You know, you're just a bit like, I feel like being a proper cunt today.
Yeah, I don't even feel like being a cunt. I just think it's just coming quick.
Right, we're all on. That's on, that's on, that's on, that's on, that's on. Are you switched on?
No, but yeah, I'm here, I'm on.
Right then, let's go. Woohoo!
Hi.
Hello and welcome to episode 131 of the Padded Cell podcast.
Hi.
I'm here with Baz again. He's looking a bit terrified because we're on camera and you're going to forget about it soon. You'll be absolutely fine. But for now, you're a bit aware.
I'm very aware.
Yeah.
It's hard not to be aware.
You haven't got to keep looking, you just look at me, you know.
But when they weren't there, you kept fucking looking at them.
I think it's because I look into the distance when I'm thinking. I'm
I
one of them.
But I can't look up because it's fucking blinding now.
Got 3 lights beaming down on you. It's not like you can forget we're in a studio just chatting between ourselves. Microphone, lights, bang, 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 camera.
Yeah.
Pew, pew, pew.
Very different to
PA.
your room.
It is. But anyway, we're back. We're on camera. Hopefully, all the lights are on, so hopefully we'll stay on. It's still all a bit trial and error for me. I'm still learning.
That's good.
I mean, it looks all right, though, doesn't it? It looks like I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, you can wing it.
Yeah. Well, I have been winging it.
You've even got little clamps and everything, which they always just look professional.
They do. I mean, I'm only using 1 out of the 3. Yeah, but, I mean, what we're doing at the moment is every episode I'm going to go on camera, see what happens, and if it comes out all right... I sound like I'm developing film from ye olde days. If it comes out okay, then it'll go out. If it's not so great, I'll still use it as reels. Yeah. If it's completely shit for whatever reason, it's just audio.
Sound, yeah.
But I'm not going to be able to get better unless I do it.
No.
Get over
and
my
I'm not
fear.
going to get used to that thing. Me looking at me.
Well, just don't look at you.
I'm trying not to.
I just forget, you know. Also, there's the fact that my eyesight is a little bit shit. And I can't... I know that the screens are on because I can see them. And there's people... Can't really see the detail. What is discombobulating then?
Oh, big word.
There's something different that our deviants will notice. Well, there's 2 things different today, actually. 3.
3. Have I already noticed one of them?
Yeah, on the way in, you went, like your T-shirt.
Yeah.
So the deviants will notice that I'm wearing a white T-shirt today for a change.
Yeah, exactly.
Which could really fuck up my light. But we'll see. I've put it on purpose because if people come in on that seat with a white top on, I need to know what to do.
Yeah, and I normally wear white. In fact, even under this, get my belly away, it's white.
Hey, you've got a brown belly, haven't you?
Yeah, I have little holidays on a sunbed, don't I?
Oh, of course, yeah, Costa del Sunbed.
Yeah, I go for a little 15-minute holiday every week.
Yeah. John's been going on the sunbed as well, I noticed recently. Anyway, we're talking about people that you don't even know themselves. So, this is different. Also, you won't necessarily know, but all the people out there have missed the fact that normally when we're on the desk in the other studio, we have desk shit.
Yeah.
It's not really shit. It's beautiful stuff, but I'll just call it desk shit. And they all mean something. So obviously I've got my BDSM stuff here. Me stuffed mouse. Have you seen the mouse before?
I have seen the mouse before.
The taxidermy dominatrix mouse. Obviously Bagpuss is my all-time favourite cartoon character. And people have crocheted these things.
Positive poo, are they?
My positive poo. I don't know whether they actually crocheted that. That was a gift. Then I've got the avocado. That was crocheted for me. And the Mothman. You don't know who Mothman is? Right, so Barry isn't a deviant, yes, because he doesn't know what the Mothman is. So he's obviously an urban myth. And he's supposed to turn up in times of tragedy. He's like the harbinger of doom. So there's been times when people have been bridges collapsing and stuff, and they reckon they've seen Mothman. I think it just could be the Grim Reaper.
So he's like Deputy Death?
Yes.
Death comes when you've carked it. He turns up when you've just got a little bit close, traumatised for life, but you didn't quite.
No, he's there just in case, somebody happens to He's
the only one with Death's mobile number. Just say, listen, you needed fella.
We've got one over. Yeah. And what are we going to do? He's not supposed to be coming today. But I think he's like the Grim Reaper. I think people have seen something and it's like a Grim Reaper type thing. But Mothman is like an urban myth, and I've got a Mothman t-shirt and all that. So go away, look into Mothman, and then come back and tell me what you know.
Yeah. And the avocado. I just like the avocado.
The avocado, obviously, it's like a ball gag.
Stone, yeah.
See? Do you get it?
I do, yes.
I know you're not into BDSM, but you get that it's a ball gag.
I know what a ball gag is, yeah.
Good. Right, so we're going to crack on.
Yes.
Only because I know you said you've got the kids covered.
Yes.
But just in case something happens with the little bastard, the little darlings,
yes.
We don't want to keep you going for 2 hours, do we? Go on.
Oh, it's going to make me calm.
It's going to make you splurge. Was that a cum noise?
Yeah, that was just.
Oh, is that it? Is that the extent of your climax?
I'm on camera. Behave. My mum might see this.
Fucking hell. Sorry, folks. He needs to do this.
It's like a tradition. All right. It's been a few times now.
I was going to say. It's giving me time to drink me tea. So, now you've all enjoyed Barry pouring his coffee from the cafetiere, we're going to do some On This Days.
Oh, yeah. I like these.
23rd of April, this is going to go out.
See, I was trying to box clever and have a little Google to see about today, and then as I'm looking, I went, oh, fuck, she doesn't do it on the day we record. It's
no.
The day it goes out. I'm not sure when that is.
Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. If the day that it should be going out is a bit of a shit day for On This Days, then I'll do it for the recording day. But today, 23rd of April, this is going out, and it would have been my nan's birthday.
Oh.
How old would she have been? 95, maybe, something like that. Should have been cracking on, like. Wow. And it's also St. George's Day.
It is St. George's Day.
Why are you doing that?
Because it's also someone else's birthday.
Oh, it is? I'm not even going to say happy birthday. I know that's really, really cruel.
No.
But I'm not going to say anti-birthday to you. So we're not going to go into any detail of why we're reacting in the way that we are. We're just going to move on to what happens on the 23rd of April. I'm going to do a couple of quick fire ones.
Cool.
And then I'm going to do some just slightly longer ones, because I thought the quick fire ones were quite quirky. I wanted to get them in, but I didn't want to waste time on them.
That's fine.
So, do you know? Not the Muffin Man yet. Not the Muffin Man. Not till the end.
That was a different. Do you know? That wasn't a full. Do you know? That was a quick. Do you know?
I don't want to do it because you'll be in. Yeah.
Because it'll send my brain.
It will. Yeah. Yes. Okay. So, do you know? Do you know?
Do I know?
When the first person posted a video on the on YouTube. On the tube of you.
Shit, do you know what? I have seen it because it's a really shit video.
It is a shit video. Do you remember what it is?
And it's something so shit. It's like something just moving or something crap.
Okay, it's 19 seconds long.
Yeah.
The guy who filmed it was called Jawed Kareem.
No, I wouldn't have got that.
And he did it in the San Diego Zoo.
No.
Ring any bells? No?
I've seen it.
Okay. So,
the kids got me in it.
The first video to be released on YouTube was a video of elephants in San Diego Zoo. And Jawed basically says that elephants have got really, really long trunks, and that's it. That's it. 19 seconds of that. No production, no nothing, no title like and described the way you have now on YouTube. Just 19 seconds of elephants in San Diego Zoo with the other guy next to them. That's it. However, that little tiny moment, it just went a bit nuts.
Well, I could be very wrong. I'm sure these people will correct me, but I'm pretty sure it literally started as a file sharing service. Because back then I couldn't WhatsApp you a video. That technology didn't exist.
No.
So you'd upload them. There was like Flickr, YouTube.
God, it took forever.
Yeah. And there was MSN. You could have a shared folder. Yeah. And that's where people shared videos. So it was a way to send your old camcorder clips that you spent 4 weeks downloading to get 20 seconds to your family and stuff. And that's how it started. So that 19 seconds probably took them about 3 weeks to actually download.
Well, it probably would have done. It probably would have done. Yeah. But look what we've got now, and he actually became the co-founder of YouTube. So he's probably a very, very, very loaded man now. But that was the very first video on YouTube in 2005.
And that was on 23rd?
23rd of April 2005, the day YouTube was basically launched.
Wow.
It was a long time ago, but not a long
Not
time
that long
ago. When you think it's 21 years, which is scary. But look how technology and the internet and all these platforms have come on in 21 years, man. What are they going to be doing in 21 years' time?
Don't want to know.
It's nuts. So
actually, I do want to know, and I want a piece of it, so I want to try and find out. I can tap into it now.
It's like Back to the Future, so going to the future.
Go and get an almanac.
Getting an almanac, and then coming back and making loads of money.
Yeah.
So, 1985, 23rd of April. Were you born?
I was born. I was 5 years old.
Okay, so you're 5 years younger than me. So, Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
You know Coca-Cola?
No, I've never heard of it.
Do you remember when Coca-Cola decided to change their recipe? You won't remember being a 5-year-old, but do you remember the story around it?
It was to do with it literally had Coke in it, didn't it?
No, that's really old. So, yes, it did. Yes, it did. So years and years and years ago, when it very first came out, it had a small amount of Coke. I've actually done that in the podcast before. But then, obviously, cocaine was removed.
Medicine, wasn't it?
Yeah. And it was freely available. You can buy it anywhere. You didn't have to buy it from a chemist or nothing like that.
Diet
did it first.
Coke coming out.
Yeah.
Because you couldn't get Diet Coke at one point. I remember that coming out.
Yeah, I was probably about 12 when that came out. I remember doing my paper round, and I used to drink Coke like nobody's business. And I tried Diet Coke and I wasn't impressed.
I think I was impressed from the off. I've never liked full fat Coke.
I liked Pepsi more.
I think I did. Pepsi had a cooler advertising slogan.
It did. It does taste nicer. The Diet Pepsi is rank. Pepsi Max is even ranker. But normal Pepsi is nice. So why did they change the taste? So the cocaine had been removed years ago. Yeah. And then the recipe that we all knew and loved was developed. But in 1985, apparently Pepsi was winning taste tests. Remember the Pepsi challenge and all that? I can do the Pepsi challenge. I think there's actually
a documentary about it, isn't
there?
There
is.
I think I've seen it.
There is. I've watched a documentary. And do you know what? I could have actually done a longer thing on it. But is it interesting enough to pass itself? Probably not. The excerpts are fine. So when Pepsi were winning the taste test, Coke decided to change the formula. But people lost their minds. Lost their minds. It wasn't like, mild annoyance. Yeah. Or like now you might just go on Facebook and take a picture of the can and go, they changed the fucking taste. There was proper outrage, emotional outrage. Wow. People were going nuts. People were phoning in. They were writing in. Don't forget, you couldn't just email back then. Letters were pouring in to Coca-Cola and the representatives. And these new cans were just stockpiling. People were like, no, I don't want it. And so the shops then were starting to get on board saying, well, we're not selling this shit. And very, very, very quickly, Coke realised that they'd made a massive mistake by changing their recipe. So even though they weren't winning the taste test with Pepsi, excuse me, people still loved the original taste. Why change the taste? Doesn't mean that we prefer Pepsi all the time. It might be that on that particular day, Pepsi was better, bit colder, whatever. Anyway, people were saying things like it felt like it was part of the childhood had been taken away because they were growing up on Coke and the adverts and the Coke bottles, the glass bottles and all that.
Coke out of a glass bottle tastes so much nicer than it does out of a can.
It does. Now, we actually sold Coke in glass bottles for years in the club. Yeah. It cost us a little bit more, but people loved it. They loved having the straw in the bottle, but it took up too much room in the fridge. Yeah. So we stopped doing it, and also they got dropped quite a lot. Obviously, glass around the club. Yeah, not great. Idea. Yeah. So the outrage was so huge that Coke realised, shit, we're not selling any because the shops are stockpiling them. We're getting complaints left, right and centre. Pepsi are really going to be soaring through the ratings now. We best change it back. I think it lasted 79 days and they withdrew it all. Imagine how much that cost them. That is a massive faux pas on the side of side of Coke. That Pepsi must have been like that.
They'd have been loving it.
I'm loving it.
That's Mackie's.
I know, yeah, but
yeah, they would have been.
Yeah, they would have been. Yeah. So I can still do the Pepsi challenge now. And even though I don't drink Coca-Cola at all, but I definitely still could. I can still taste Pepsi. I loved it. I don't even like the Coke and that on the draft, the little squirty things, the syrup. It's fucking horrible. Anyway, so Coke. We've done that one.
Coke.
We haven't done Coke.
We've done Coke. Fucking hell.
We haven't done Coke.
I haven't, Mum, honest.
I haven't, Mum, though. So, the other little quick fact for today. My nan and the other person who will not be named shares a birthday with somebody really, really fucking famous. And I'm surprised that you haven't been told this at some point by the person who will but not be named. Have been. This person was born and died on the same day.
Oh, that's clever.
Do you know what? I'd quite like that. Is that bad?
No, it's like you're done, you're finished on a round number. Whatever, even doesn't matter about the age, but if you take it by the calendar year, you haven't got halfway through or partway through another year.
I did a thing very, very, very early on. I think it was like fucking episode 6 or something. 131, that's not. Episode 6. And I did look at the research, and it was something like you were 22% more likely to die on your birthday than any other day.
That's because you're hungover or pissed as fuck.
And you're also, you're pissed, you do risky things, you do silly things. You might eat something that you're not used to and, have a heart attack or whatever. Or maybe do like activities that you wouldn't normally do, like, adventurous type stuff. And I was like, surely not. But when they did the same research for the day before and the day after, the number dropped dramatically. People obviously still did die more often, but around the birthday, but not as high as that. I think it was 22%.
Wow.
So the person who was said to have been born and died on the same day
I think I've got a mental block over that day.
Not surprised. Yeah. The bard himself, William Shakespeare.
Was he? Oh, wow.
So, I mean, we can't prove it categorically, but, if you look into the record, his grave and all the rest of it, 23rd of April, born and died. April. Yeah. Wow. And because of this, the 23rd of April is widely known across the world as Talk Like Shakespeare Day.
Could you imagine that?
Oh, the lady doth protesteth too much. You fucking crank.
Autocorrect will have a fucking meltdown trying to spell shit.
I know, yeah.
No. We should do that.
We should do. Good morrow, fair baker. Dost thou still have a cob?
Wherefore
a crusty cob. I'm not very good at it, so I'm not going to do it. No. And also, there's loads and loads of phrases that come from Shakespeare. Yeah. Do you know much of Shakespeare? This isn't like a test or anything.
Not loads. I know a bit. So my eldest lad, he's a posh little shit, and he loves it.
Does he love all? I do.
Yeah, he's so articulate.
Yeah, and you know what? There's actually quite a lot of comedy in that in Shakespeare, and once you actually get past the language, it's actually quite funny. And if you go and watch a stage show, a Shakespeare play, the way it's acted, you don't necessarily need to understand all the words, because Shakespearean actors are really, really good at using their body and their hands and their face and all that kind of thing.
So it fills in the gaps.
So it fills in the gaps of what you don't, the dosts and thous and all that kind of thing. But I did A-level English literature, and I fucking loved it. I did actually GCSE as well. And then when I did I went on to do art in college, and I did like an art project, which also sat hand in hand with Shakespeare. I loved Shakespeare.
I know like the ones off like Monty Python.
Yeah, well that's what most people know, and that's all right. Well. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? It's not for everybody, and why would it be? But I just happen to really like him. But there's a few phrases that have come from Shakespeare. Break the ice is one of them. Wild goose chase comes from Shakespeare. In a pickle. And wear your heart on your sleeve. Oh. They all come from Shakespeare. So there you go. You have to talk like Shakespeare for the rest of the day now.
I'd probably just not say anything.
Demanding pounds of flesh. Do you know what that is? Pound of flesh. That comes from the Merchant of Venice.
Oh, does it?
Have you heard of the pound of flesh thing before? So somebody's trying to take their pound of flesh.
Pound of flesh.
Yeah. So that comes from the Merchant of Venice. And there's like a Jewish trader in there. And I won't go into the whole story. No. But basically, if you take a pound of flesh from somebody, they're going to die.
Wow.
So, and that's what the story of the Merchant of Venice, taking a pound of flesh.
To be fair, a pound's quite a fair chunk.
It is.
You can't put a plaster on that.
Yeah, you can't. Definitely, it's a bit of a chunk like, and you're going to need it.
You need a sanitary towel at least to soak it up.
A looped one.
Yeah.
Right, so moving on, quick slur. Hang on, how are you getting on the cameras so far?
Why did you mention the cameras? Because I've forgotten.
I told you though, that you forget, don't you?
And then you mentioned it now and there going...
Have you noticed what biscuits we've got?
They're not the Ritz ones, are they?
No, you don't know what they are.
I swear I've had them the other week.
Okay. So...
They're not...
Who, out of our deviants, likes a lemon puff?
Oh, yes, I do know lemon puffs.
Fucking love a lemon puff. Right, the other day, Jim came in with a load of biscuits, and his normal biscuits, and almost like he was pulling a fucking dove from inside of his coat, he went and presented the lemon puffs, knowing that I'd go, ha-ha! I love a lemon puff.
Yeah, I'm not that keen.
Oh, fucking love. I can say I love a puff.
Do you know what I don't? I don't like fake citrus flavour.
Oh, okay.
It tastes like washing up liquid.
Maybe that's just your taste. It depends if it's a cheap one now. Some of them do, a bit chemically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Orange
and actually,
is the worst. Fake orange flavour is
it
the
is,
worst.
yeah.
That just tastes like I want to put it in my mop bucket.
Have you ever had Cointreau, which is orange
No.
liqueur? I had it one day. I was like, ooh. Somebody ordered a drink and they wanted Cointreau in it. And then they changed their mind, and I'd already poured it. I was like, it's on a pourer, you can't put it back in. I was like, you know what, I've never had Cointreau before. Got a bit of ice, threw it in, and just like tiny little bit of lemonade, just a little bit. Served everybody, and I forgot about it. The ice had melted a little bit, and I went, knocked it back. I was like,
Really?
yeah. And there's customers I couldn't even like spit it in the sink. It's horrible. Right then, so we're going to do slightly longer on these days. And you might have heard a couple of them, you might not. And the idea is that you're learning shit.
I probably haven't. I feel like I know a fair bit until I walk in here and just get stupefied.
But it's good because you're learning stuff.
It is, yeah.
So when your kids say, hey Dad, have you heard of blah blah? Or do you know what date the YouTube went live for the first time? You'll go,
April 2005.
Yeah, and they'll go, how'd you know that? Oh, fucking clever me, you know.
Your dad to know everything, what we do.
You're coming to school.
Yeah.
Every day's a school day in here. 1967, Soviet Union, 23rd of April. The Soviet Union launched Soyuz 1, which basically it was a craft. It was going to be carrying a cosmonaut. I quite like cosmonaut over astronaut.
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah, cosmonaut sounds...
Cosmic.
Sounds like they know what they're doing.
I don't know.
Astronaut sounds like they fell into the job.
I've never thought of it that way before, but yeah, maybe. Cosmonaut just sounds just a little bit more out there, doesn't it? The cosmos. You know what I mean?
They sound more sciencey, more like they're off to do astronauts.
Would you be an
Or
astronaut?
maybe that's because... Would it be an astronaut? Of course I fucking would. How much money do they get paid?
Oh, so it's just for the money, not for the experience?
Well, I mean, it'd be all right, wouldn't it? But, yeah, it'd be money mostly.
Let's
be honest.
Easier things you can do to make money. I mean, you wouldn't earn as much money as an astronaut. But...
I'd probably hate the fact that everybody wanted to talk to me when I got back.
Yes.
But it would be cool to go and do the weightless thing.
I'd like to piss and see me piss float.
I mean, that's weird, but okay. You'd catch it in your own mouth.
No.
You say you know, the temptation would be there.
If I was going to get clicks...
You'd be like, it's now or never.
If I was going to get likes.
Yeah.
No, I mean, it would depend how concentrated it was. If I hadn't been for a while because I'd been in my spacesuit and I couldn't go for a piss, it'd be fucking dark, wouldn't it? No fucking way. Yeah. But if I was nicely hydrated, it'd
be like Dettol.
I mean, I'd be the first astronaut in space to piss and catch it, and it'd go viral.
You would, yeah.
I mean, I'd probably go viral just for being an astronaut, but I'd go like fucking proper Vicky viral if it did that. Yeah. Wouldn't I?
You'd do a full scene in space.
I would. Yeah. Anyway.
You'd probably get pissed off because you were trying to do your floggers and it'd just still be over there.
Like that.
Fucking hurry up, you little shit.
Think I've said before, I wouldn't go into space.
Would you not?
No. I'm too scared now. It's a bit of a scaredy cat. I think you just hit an age at some point in your life and you're very aware of your own mortality.
Yeah.
And I've hit the point where I'm now like grateful to be here every day. I'm not going to put that at risk. You do hit that point.
Yeah.
You do. I was always like, fuck it. You know, wing walking and all that. I probably would still do wing walking because I've done it before. I know that it's dangerous, but... but astronauts and all that, no. I said it last time to Andy, I wouldn't do a bungee jump because I'm afraid my knees dislocating. This is the sort of thing that goes through your mind when you hit 50.
I do a bungee jump, I've never thought I might lose an ankle though, but I suppose it's possible, isn't it?
When you hit 50, you're going to start over-analysing all this shit. Crossing the road and everything, you'll start crossing the pedestrian lights.
You start using the actual crossing.
Yeah.
Fuck, how long have you got before you start saying to young ones, can you help me across?
Like that's Lincoln people.
Yeah. Just walking up the
just linking a random stranger to cross the road.
No, I would. I'd go into space.
Yeah, Jimmy would as well. I wouldn't know. No.
You used to go diving, didn't you?
No, Jimmy's been diving. I won't do that either because I won't do the fish in the sea, and there happens to be fish in the sea.
It does slightly.
It's one of my fears, you know this, I think. I won't put my feet in the tank while I have the fish. I don't like it. And fish in the sea. I do that in the sea. I know they're there, but I can't see them. If I do that and there's a fish near me,
you're done.
I'm out of my froth. Yeah, I'm gone. Anyway, we're going to move on.
Yeah.
Because we've 5 minutes to go. Soviet Union.
Oh, yeah.
Cosmonauts. Love that word still. Vladimir Komarov. He blasted into orbit. And he was basically knew that the mission could be fatal.
Yeah.
The reason why is because the Soyuz, I'm sure it's not how you say it, but I'm saying Soyuz, the spacecraft, it had faults before the launch, and they knew it had faults. Engineers had reported and flagged dozens of issues. The systems weren't fully tested, and there was concerns about the power, navigation, and the parachute deployment.
Okay, now. I'm crazy Russians.
Yet the mission went ahead. Probably Cold War pressure at the time, politics, not wanting the Americans to do it first. You know what I mean?
When space race was actually a race.
Exactly. So I can sort of see them, like, you know, maybe bypassing some of the safety checks to beat the Yanks, yeah? So anyway, he lifted off into orbit knowing that it wasn't safe. That's a brave man. Obviously his name's down in the history books, but all for the wrong reasons, because almost immediately after liftoff, things started to fail. A solar panel failed to deploy, starving the capsule of power completely. And that affected the navigation, stabilisation, communication, all the essential shit.
Yeah, you know.
Probably be able to still use the shit I like, but, you know, can't breathe, can't land.
He's literally just going up in a bathtub.
Exactly that. Exactly that. And it hasn't even got a fucking parachute. You know what I mean? So it's crippled, orbiting Earth, and it was supposed to apparently dock onto another Soyuz craft, but due to the failures, it meant that was going to be impossible. Impossible. So the decision was to abort and come home. But when it re-entered the atmosphere, the parachute failed to deploy because it was fucking faulty before they took off.
He probably never packed it.
It became tangled, and the capsule just hit the ground at, you know, stupid speed. And Komarov just died instantly, and he became the first human to die during a space mission in history.
Wow.
So he went in.
He's got a good safety record.
But he went into the history books for the wrong reasons, really. You know, he wants to be up there as, you know, the first person to orbit and obviously attach onto his other aircraft, and he didn't. He died instead. That's why he went into the history books. Now, I said before at the very beginning that he knew that the mission was likely going to be fatal because he knew about these safety checks. And apparently Yuri Gagarin was supposed to be going into the flight instead. And he said he took his place. He wants to protect his friend.
Oh.
That's what they reckon.
That's the story they sold.
That's what they reckon. Some historians debate the accuracy of that, but I quite like it. It's a little bit of an urban myth.
Yeah.
Isn't
probably
it?
had his wife and kids at gunpoint and told him to get in. But,
probably,
The story they sold to the papers was he took his mate's place.
That's a nicer story, I think. Yeah.
Go buy that.
So, the last on this day. You probably wouldn't have heard of this, because I hadn't.
Oh.
And I know quite a lot. Not because I'm clever. It's because I read stuff and I listen to podcasts all the time. And I sometimes research and I go, oh yeah, I had listened to that about 4 years ago on blah blah podcast. I'm just shit in my head. Birthdays. Oh my God, your birthday message the other day. Right, do you know what happens? You know when you've got loads of WhatsApp messages that you haven't read?
Yeah.
And about 3 pages down, because I get that many messages, our little group for your birthday, people were saying happy birthday. And I was like, oh shit, we've missed Barry's birthday. So I went, Jim, he was sitting there. I went, Jim, so I was voice noting, and I went, happy birthday, Baz. And I went, oh, actually, what date is it? Is it the 12th? It's the 12th today. And then I was like, maybe it is the 12th, and the messages had all just dropped down. Yeah. And I got confused. And then when you're recording, you can't go back and look at messages because it stops you. So what you got was a really garbled, frantic, confused old lady happy birthday message.
It was a nice mess. But we've been chatting in the morning anyway. So you were like, we fucking didn't say anything.
But I was chatting away. I just didn't get onto the fact at all that it was your birthday.
Because you'd gone out on the Friday, so you can be forgiven.
Yeah. I kept going because you put in the group that was your birthday, Morty's birthday, and John's. Yeah. I was like, oh, yeah, the 12th. So when I did the message, I was like, is it the 13th? Is it 11th? What date is it? Anyway. So.
Yeah, so I know loads of shit I got with dates apart from my mate's birthdays, is what you're saying.
Yes, basically. I can remember Jim's.
23rd
of April 1971, before I was born. Bangladesh. There's a genocide going on around that time. And there's thousands of Bengali Hindu refugees from surrounding villages gathered in the Jatimbanga area. Now, these were families, men, women and children. And they weren't carrying a lot, basically what they could manage, what they could pick up and carry. They just wanted to get out alive. There's this mass genocide going on. And they were just fearful for their lives. However, because there's cunts everywhere, those collaborators, local collaborators, and they blocked the escape routes for these people. And they informed the Pakistani army of the location.
Gas.
What followed happened very, very, very quickly. Military trucks arrived and all these fleeing civilians were forced into lines. So we're talking men, women and children here. And basically the army just opened fire on the whole lot of them. There's a massacre that began in the morning and didn't end till the afternoon. There was that many people killed. And just a few hours, somewhere between 3,000 and 3,500 people were murdered.
Wow.
Why don't we know more about this, really?
That's the type of shit they hide from you.
Right under the carpet.
Want you to know.
Right under the carpet.
That's the type of shit that goes on when they're filling your news feed with something else to distract you away from it.
Absolutely. There's a big Thai massacre in a university that I did another podcast fucking ages ago. And that has been brushed under the carpet as well. They don't talk about it. It's like a really dark part of their history. But thousands of students were just killed, drowned, bludgeoned, some were decapitated, Baz.
Fucking hell.
Ridiculous what people do to each other.
I know.
So 3,000 to 3,500 men, women and children. Like an entire community basically erased in a day. Not even a day. Really bad.
And generations of a family.
Generations. There would have been grandparents and everything there, wouldn't there?
There's like 100 years worth of a family name just
gone. Just obliterated completely.
May never actually be continued.
Yeah. So anyway, after the soldiers left, these local collaborators moved the bodies to a nearby river area and covered them with earth. Excuse me. And obviously there's a monument there now, obviously marking the travesty, that atrocity that happened. But I don't know, a memorial. It's not really enough because I didn't know about this. I think to acknowledge something like that is to tell the story, not necessarily with shame. It's your predecessors have done it, but an acknowledgement, isn't it? It's an acknowledgement that this should never have happened, and you know we do apologise on behalf of our nation. Pardon?
At least a bank holiday or something. Give people a day off.
Are we getting an extra bank holiday this year? Did I read? Or one permanently going forward?
There's something, is it the King said something?
Oh, fucking King keeps handing out bank holidays. Did it last
year
and the fucking year before. You love it. I'm an employer that's got to pay people for bank holidays. Anyway.
I think you're right.
I don't begrudge people obviously having a bank holiday, because when I was an employee, I loved having bank holidays. But as an employer, I'm like, do you know what? Give people the bank holidays. It's sound.
Don't make me pay them.
Don't give them more.
Yeah.
Don't give them fucking more. When the King was coronated, I was like, I think we got 2 extra.
We got 2 extra for that, yeah.
And I was like, fuck you, Mr. King. You pay us to pay them the extra. So I'm going to step down off my fucking soapbox. Right, we're all still recording. We're all doing well here, Baz. And I don't need a fart buzzer, yes.
No, we're good.
We're cracking on here, cracking on. Right, so before I move on to my segment, I'm going to do a little dangly bit.
Oh, I like these.
Do you like the dangly bits? Now, the dangly bit this time now is just like a little bit of a question to you.
Oh, shit, I don't like
It's
these.
a funny question. No, it's a funny question.
I feel
it's
the
a bit
pressure.
on the spot and I need to blow my nose again. I don't know if I'm coming down a bit. Oh, it's hay fever season coming up, isn't it?
Yeah.
I've got away with blowing my nose all the time and all of a sudden I'm blowing my nose. What?
You saying that? They say I've been quite snotty a bit lately. Yeah.
I've taken antihistamine.
But I haven't made the connection.
Yeah.
Most mornings waking up like, wow.
And my eyes have been itchy. There you go. I hadn't thought about it.
Fuck's sake.
Got a big red nose now that you can all see. Right then. So my question to you. Bit of a obscure
I don't like
one.
when she asks me questions.
Because he doesn't know what I'm asking.
I might know the answer, it's whether or not I want to tell them I know the answer.
Which cartoon character?
Oh, few cartoons.
Would you 100% shag?
Jessica
no
Rabbit.
shade. Fuck off, she was going to be mine.
No, soz.
No, you got it first, it's fine. Jessica Rabbit was fit.
Yeah.
Absolutely fit. When she was on the stage doing that song, Oh, what was the song? Do 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 do. No, that was
I
really
know
bad.
the song you mean, and I can't.
Do, do,
I wasn't listening.
Do 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 do
Would I have any others? So you got me thinking about female.
do 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 do.
I know the song.
Well, I was just getting it right because I was out of tune. That could be a reel.
Yeah.
So Jessica Rabbit, do you have the big slit up the side?
Yeah.
And the sparkly dress?
Thing is, Jessica Rabbit, that was my instant boom straight away.
Yes.
But she's gone a bit mainstream. Everyone would do Jessica Rabbit.
They would. We used to have a drag artist in the club, did Jessica Rabbit. She's good as well. She's really good. She actually obviously shaved her eyebrows, because a lot of them do, and painted them really high, like a cartoon-like eyebrows. And then when she did that, it went like, it was really good.
Yeah.
She had like the dress made and everything, dead sparkly. It was lovely.
Nice.
And I had like the little swagger.
I reckon I could pull off Jessica Rabbit with my red wig.
I think you probably could. Well, you suit the red wig.
Yeah.
So you'd be Jessica Rabbit.
Yeah.
So Jim would be Marina from Thunderbirds.
Oh,
he said this
yeah.
loads.
See, that's not a cartoon. My brain didn't go there because Thunderbirds isn't a cartoon.
It isn't, but I suppose a character.
Yeah.
And it has been made into a
Marina,
cartoon as well.
I'd probably do She-Ra as well.
She-Ra. She-Ra. I don't know who I'd do, you know. I'd have to have a little think about it. There's so many cartoons. Probably just for the fun aspect of it. I'd probably ask Bob the Builder to bring all his tools along his drill dough.
Wendy from Bob the Builder.
Yeah, there you go.
You know,
So
I
Bob the
reckon she
Builder
scrubs up all
with
right.
his drill dough,
Oh, yeah. Fucking could you imagine?
all of his tools. Bring your tools, Bob. I'll show you a good time.
Bring Scoop, Muck and Dizzy. Bob will be there, you'll be fucking dizzy when I'm done with you lot.
I'll scoop you up. So Bob the Builder, maybe, with his tools, his tool bag.
Wow.
Do you know, I like, a man with a utility belt. I'm trying to think of other cartoon characters now, but I can't. If I think of one, I'll come back to it.
I bet you do. Oh. Texas Pete from Super Ted.
No. Another one.
not?
Do you know what? Why? What? Well, I suppose I've said 100. I said shag, haven't I? So it's sexualated.
Yeah.
Inspector Gadget. Imagine getting a finger blasted off Inspector Gadget. You'd get one of them things on the end and just go like that.
Go Fadget Whisk.
Yeah! Whisk me up, Gadgy baby!
The Finger Blaster 3000 comes out of
Okay, so mine's Inspector Gadget, just for the pure filth and gadgets he can bring. Oh God, I wouldn't go out.
Go Gadget cuffs and you're down.
Exactly, yeah. Don't go Gadget, just stay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're to Jessica Rabbit for
Jessica
the
Rabbit, I reckon.
sheer like
There was
sexiness.
the first one when you said that was where my brain went.
Yes.
So I've got to go with that.
Yeah.
There was always Sabrina the Teenage Witch, but she was never a cartoon.
She wasn't a
Melissa
cartoon.
Joan Hart.
No. Have you seen the new series of Sabrina on Netflix?
No,
There's
because
about
it's not
5.
Melissa Joan Hart.
No, it's not.
So I'm not watching it.
She's quite good. But I actually prefer the aunties in it. Really good. Zelda and Hilda.
Do you know,
Where
actually,
have you just plucked that from?
I'm not even going to look over there when I say this out loud, but we know when I was a kid, I used to quite fancy some of the Golden Girls. There was a blonde one. She wasn't the oldest of the two.
Yes, she's actually really quite pretty lady.
And I
know the one you mean.
You know, she's all right, she is.
Yeah, that's called something. Hang on, let me pluck it from my old brain. When you fancy somebody who, or really attracted somebody who's a lot older than you, so you're young and they're old ladies.
Yeah.
That's called geratophilia.
What?
Geratophilia.
Giraffe, not giraffes. You're
No.
not fucking dinosaur born in me.
Geratophilia. No. Gerontophilia. Gerontophilia. Yeah.
Could have gave it a nicer name.
It's because of geriatric.
Oh no, you're making it worse.
Did you still want to shag a golden girl? You geratophile.
Well, see, this is why I don't come here, see things.
Said it now. Recorded.
I wasn't there, it wasn't me, it's AI.
Do you know what? I don't know what's AI and what's not at the moment.
I'm learning, I can tell some of it.
I can
But,
tell on
there's
graphics, because
some
sometimes the graphics have like 6 fingers
Videos are
and
catching
shit.
me out now and yeah.
But videos, I'm like, have you heard the music?
Yes.
on TikTok. There's some amazing music, and I'm sorry, it's AI, guys. I know how you all feel. I'm pretty much the same myself. However, there's no denying that some of the music, there's one, Dirty Diana by Michael Jackson, and it's a blues style, and it's a black man's style voice.
Yeah.
You can imagine a big black guy like that with shades, suit, tie, you know, like a proper fucking dude. Sort of. Yeah, you're a dude. Like that, who swaggers in like that, going, yeah, I'm a big guy and I got a big voice. One of them, you know. That's how I imagine this AI voice, because he's got the big, low, black guy voice. Fabulous. So I was listening to it going, fucking hell, Jim, have you heard this? I'm like, that girl. Read the comments like, oh, this AI is getting out of hand. I'm like, fuck off. Looked at the account, and the account actually produces AI music. Yeah. And there's loads, Baz.
There's fucking tons. Like, I know you say people hate it, I get it. You can't avoid it. You
can't, but I'd actually download it, you know.
Yeah.
I would. If there was a Spotify...
I think there is.
Is there?
Because I get on my Insta Reels or my Insta feed, I get like music suggested on compressed listen now, and it takes me to their Spotify page. Some of it's really good, and it's normal bands and artists and stuff, but every now and again it comes up with a playlists to help you sleep, playlists to help you do...
I've seen some of them.
And when you actually look at them, you're thinking, this is all just generated.
Is it working though?
I don't know, I don't follow them ones because I don't like them. I only like proper music.
Proper music. What's proper music to you?
With an actual person, actual voice, and actual instruments.
Oh, right, okay, so like human music.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, me too, of course I do.
But some of them are really good.
And, you know, the argument over them taking business away from, you know, musicians and artists and all that, totally get it. You're supposedly using loads more energy as well, but my argument is all the phones we go through, and every time we go online on something, it's using a lot of whatever. But... We're not going to open that can of worms, because I agree with most people. I really do. But there's no denying that this music is just something else right now.
Yeah.
And I mean, I love human music as well. There's some fucking amazing music. Reverend and the Makers. Have you heard of Reverend and the Makers?
Reverend and the Makers.
And also Sons of Legion.
Oh, I haven't heard of them.
Look up Sons of Legion. Very, very good. Like rock country, but with a real sort of bluesy feel. Yeah. Steel guitar, and like you can imagine the big beards and bandanas and all that. You know, really, really good.
I know Sunday, wasn't it? I went to a gig.
Yes.
Went to a Youngblood gig.
Yeah.
I've got to say that was hands down one of the best fucking gigs I've ever been to. Yeah.
Okay.
It's like that man can entertain.
I don't rate him very much. I've heard some of his stuff, and I'm like, a bit shouty, that mate.
Oh, I love him. But him as an actual the show he put on, it was like a proper concert.
Yeah.
It was a bloke. There was fireworks. There was confetti. He jumped out and he started crowd surfing and shit. Yeah. It was like what people now, a lot of bands seem to be scared to do, the Simon Cowell fucking era of musicians where they all stand or sit on stools and sway. And he's gone back and he's just gone, fuck that. It was amazing. That's proper music.
I prefer that. They're really enjoying it themselves, you can tell.
Yeah.
There's nothing worse than going to a gig and there's somebody who's just going through the motions, who's done it 70 nights prior, you know, and maybe they're just not quite feeling it, or they're just not engaging quite so much to just sing.
Just go on, sing and walk off. And you're like...
When somebody's bouncing all around the stage and they're interacting, they're jumping into the crowd, there's all sorts going on, you can tell they're having the time of their lives, and that's why they got into it in the first place. Yeah. So why more artists don't do it, I don't know. Too much effort, I suppose. Yeah. Anyway,
moving on.
We are going to move on to your little segment. It's not a massive long one, but I wanted to give it a little nod, because it's something that I haven't really thought about myself, and maybe we should. I've done this subject in different ways before, mainly on Unhinged, my spin-off. But I've not really covered this, and I feel like we should. So, the Titanic. When you think of the Titanic, don't say hotel. When I say Titanic, what do you think of immediately?
The boat.
Shit, but yeah.
The boat.
So, basically, you've said what most people say, you know, yes, boat, ship. You know, it went down, lots of people died, cold water, iceberg.
Yeah.
The first things that come to mind. And, you know, that's what we all know. We've seen the film, you know, seen the roll the credits, we all know what's coming. However, what you never, never, never hear or read about is what happened afterwards, directly afterwards. You do hear that people got rescued, I think it was the Carpathia, I think, went on a rescue mission. So, you know, lots of people, thankfully, were rescued, but over 1,500 people died. What happened to them people?
Yeah, you know, I've never even thought about it, but where did the lifeboats actually go?
So the lifeboats with people in were pulled in by the rescuing ships. I think the Carpathia was one, and there's another ship that came not long afterwards. There was two in the end that rescued people on the lifeboats. Some of the people on the lifeboats didn't survive. It was so cold. They spent some time in the water.
Jack and Rose didn't. They were holding onto a door.
I'll never let go, Jack. I'll never let go.
You fuck off.
And then fuck off. Yeah, let him go. What it was, I read into that because Jimmy always says she's a twatter. She'd let go. Always, every fucking time. If we watch it, he's like, here we go, she's letting go. Oh, yeah. But apparently, he's like, don't let go of hope. Beforehand, you hear him saying, hold on to hope. You've got to survive. Hold on. So when she says, I'll never let go, it's not like I'll let go of you. It's I won't let go of hope. I'll keep on fighting.
She's talking to a man, though. We're simple creatures.
Yeah. Yeah. And he's probably gone to his death going, she fucking let me go, the cunt. Pretty cunt, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway. So, what happened afterwards? All the people, like I said, the people on the lifeboat, most of them did actually survive on the lifeboat. They huddled in, I think. But if they'd been in the water that long, they'd been hiked in, because some did, be rescued from the water. They were cold already, and hypothermia and all that kind of thing. You know that if you've got hypothermia, you strip off layers as well, don't you?
Yeah.
It's your body like overheating and tricking you into thinking you're too hot, and obviously that's normally a demise then, because you take off the layers that may, help you survive. So after the lifeboats, other people were rescued and the other boats went, there was still 1,500 people that died, and they needed to be retrieved somehow. In freezing cold water, there was no way they were going to survive, but a lot of them would have been floating in life jackets, just bobbing in the water.
The seagulls and things would have had them, wouldn't they?
And also, they were drifting in one of the busiest shipping lanes in the world at the time.
Bouncing around like skittles on a bowling lane.
So the White Star Line, they chartered like a cable ship from Halifax in Nova Scotia. I'd love to go to Nova Scotia.
I'd love to go to Oak Island.
Do you watch Oak Island as well?
With the
Jimmy
brothers.
loves it.
I fucking love it, yeah.
We still haven't found the fucking hidden treasure. But some of the artefacts are finding. Right, if you like piratey type treasure stuff and men digging fucking big holes in the ground hoping they're going to find said treasure, they do find some stuff, don't get me wrong. How many series is it now?
I think it's about 13, 14.
It's a lot. And there's a lot of episodes in it as well. Yeah. And you see the people ageing as well, don't you, because it's been going for that long.
And they've lost a few.
They have, yeah. Well, there's been loads over the years, haven't they? And they said that somebody needs to die before the treasure's found. Yeah. But one of the guy's sons died in it.
Yes, he did, didn't he?
Yeah. Anyway, it's called...
He wasn't a son in the show, was he?
No. He wasn't. He was like a son of... Yeah. It's called The Curse of Oak Island. And I call it digging up the island. Because all they do is dig this fucking island up and dig big, massive holes going metres into the ground. Big drill holes. And, they're finding coins, but they're finding loads of Templar Knight stuff.
Yeah.
And Jim is big into Knights Templar. So he's like, yeah. Anyway, we're not fucking Nova Scotia. You all know I love, I keep saying, Newfoundland.
Newfoundland.
No, it's not. It's Newfoundland.
Newfoundland.
Yeah. We say Newfoundland because us Brits like to pronounce all of our letters and vowels and consonants. But actually over there, they drop loads of letters and it's Newfoundland. Newfoundland, yeah. And Nova Scotia, beautiful part of the world. I'd love to go. And if I do, I'll let you all know and you can come for a drink with me. Anyway, because I will. So they chartered this cable ship from Nova Scotia and it was called the CS Mackay Bennett. And it was a working vessel. It was never designed for like relieving bodies, and grief.
Yeah.
But it was suddenly transformed into like a floating mortuary.
Wow.
And it was loaded with 100 coffins, around 100 tons of ice, embalming supplies, canvas, undertakers, clergy, body bags. And they just improvised basically with whatever they had.
Respectfully rather than just scooping up.
Well, I'll tell you a bit about that in a minute.
Do you know what my brain did when you said the name of that ship?
Go on.
Macabre.
Macabre. It is a bit in it.
Mackay
Bennett.
Macabre.
Yeah. It is a bit, really, yeah.
That's what my brain literally just did with them.
Yeah, my brain didn't quite make the connection, but now it has.
You're welcome.
So they were trying their best, on a ship that was not built for anything like that. And also imagine what got me. This is a ship that is in no real hurry because it's not rescuing anybody living. Its only mission is to collect the dead.
Right.
It must have been quite a sobering journey, really, for the crew, because they knew that they were going to be picking dead, cold, frozen, probably eaten bodies out the water. There's no hope. There's no chance of a miracle, is there? There's no maybe somebody survived, because this was the 23rd of April and the Titanic went down on the 15th.
So it's 2
Early
weeks.
hours, 15th.
Do you reckon they were like, it's not worth getting that one?
I'm going to tell you a bit more about that again.
I wish I hadn't asked.
This is why it should be told, this story. Not because it's anything dramatic about it, but just to close it off.
Yeah, because there will be people that lost families and things, and you're going to go waiting on that ship coming home saying, did you find them?
Exactly. Why does a story stop at people getting rescued? Why isn't it stopping at all the people that didn't make it? And then what happened to when the bodies were brought home? I'll tell you about it now anyway. Yeah. So it was a very, very daunting, probably bleak voyage for the guys, the crew that were on there. And the Mackay Bennett arrived near the wreck site, and recovery operations began pretty much straight away. So there were bodies in the area, but they weren't all there. And what they found, they said, was eerie beyond words. They said bodies were still in evening dress, so evening dresses floating, and hats just on their own floating around. Men in like tuxedos. There's still some men with like little glasses still on like that, because they're in the life jackets just floating like that. But
you'd have thought the current and the tide would have battered all that off them and ripped them to pieces, wouldn't you?
Not necessarily, no. There were still crewmen in uniform. And there was like children in like wool jackets. That's never not going to do anything for them, like, is it? No. And they said it looked strangely peaceful, but also very eerie and quiet. The North Atlantic, very, very cold. I can imagine it. Not a lot of land in the area where they were. Land was fucking miles away. Like echoey, even. Yeah. If you turn all the engines off.
Middle and proper dark.
Yeah. So anyway, if you can imagine the bodies, some of them have been in the water a long, long time, and maybe nibbled, like you say, but frostbitten as well. Yeah. Especially those that maybe didn't have life jackets. Not everybody had life jackets. No. Some of the people were killed on the ship and would have floated off without life jackets on. And the crew had to lift the bodies out by hand. No machinery, hoists, nothing like that. All by hand, or maybe a hook.
Like a crab pot.
Yeah. So anyway, the sailors just leaned over and fucking lifted them out, man. But very, very quickly, they realised that there wasn't enough space on the ship. There wasn't enough coffins, there wasn't enough embalming fluid, there wasn't enough ice. The ship had been prepared for around 100 bodies. I think they thought that maybe some of them would have sunk or drifted too far. They recovered 306. So a decision had to be made. What were they going to do? And I hate to say it, folks, the system that we had, the first, second and third class system, remained after death. First class passengers were prioritised for coffins and preservation with embalming fluid and ice. Second class victims were wrapped carefully in canvas, but not necessarily on ice, because they went to the first class. Most of the third class that were recovered and the crew were buried at sea, often weighted down with iron so the bodies would sink or wouldn't drift off. That was the main problem. So even in death, the class system followed them into the sea.
That's sad.
That detail alone, it just got me a little bit. Luxury above, workers below.
Nah.
So anyway,
you can see it again. It's who's going to pay the most to bring the bodies back, and it's going to be the rich and the rich.
Of course it is. But all the families would have been waiting for them in Halifax. You know what I mean? So 116 bodies were actually committed back into the Atlantic.
Bloody hell.
Some because they couldn't be preserved. They weren't in a great shape.
Left.
Yeah. And some badly damaged. Some of them might have been chewed up by propellers or just the ship going down or anything, really. And there's just no room. There's just no room for them all. And can you imagine the emotional toll that it took on the crew? They knew they were going to pick up dead bodies, but then they took all that time, Baz. It would have took days and days to recover the bodies. The emotional turmoil of bringing them on, packing them with ice, putting them in the coffins, and then what can we do with these? And then being told, throw them back in.
Yeah, that would have been the hardest part, throw them back in.
and they weren't all adults. There
Yeah,
was
that we've
children
heard.
in third class who weren't preserved and put in coffins. It was only first class passengers.
There would have been arguments among the crew there.
I think there would have been. If you think about it, these were working class crewmen. Yeah. They would have seen other crewmen of the Titanic, engine room staff, people on the same salaries as these guys.
Yeah, they'd have been swapping clothes. Fucking put that suit on him.
But they would have been like, well, just because he's crew, he's got to go down there. That would be us. Just, yeah. I mean, they know they're dead anyway, but even in death, they respect that class system.
To be fair, in death, it balances the books.
It does in a way, because
all be the same.
You're all dead, but they're not being dealt with the same. The first class are still being treated better.
Yeah.
And it just upsets me that. Anyway, I'm going to upset you even more now. Among the victims was a 19-month-old little boy. And they didn't know who he was, and he was in one of his little wool coats. And they called him the unknown child. And the crew was so affected by recovering this child that they all actually paid for a burial for him in Halifax rather than commit him back to the sea, because that's where he should have gone. And for decades, nobody knew who he was. And it became one of the Titanic's saddest mysteries, if you like. Anyway, in 2007, DNA testing finally identified him as Sidney Leslie Goodwin. And he was a toddler travelling in third class with his family. Oh. None of them survived. None of his family survived. And that story, amongst those who know what happened to passengers afterwards, this is the one that hits the hardest amongst them. And so amongst all the myths, the Titanic and all that happened, that one little child, for me, makes the whole thing very human.
Yeah.
You've seen the movies and you can say, bodies are dragged out. This little baby, 19-month-old baby, no family, found bobbing in the water, dragged up, and the crew were just so emotionally touched by this. They were poor. They put all their money together to make sure he got a decent burial. Yeah. And his grave is still there now. And people do actually visit his grave and put flowers in his grave and all that.
Is that one of those graves that people visit?
Yeah. So the story doesn't quite stop there. Some famous names were recovered.
Yeah. I'll keep it.
I quite like that one. That's a cheeky little that you didn't mean to let go. That's a satisfying fart to me.
That's a warm one.
It's a warm one. That there you go. Oh, it's going to smell that because it's hot around your bum hole.
Yeah, and then you go.
And you just go, oh shit.
Oh, yeah, it stinks.
And if you can vacate just in case somebody walks in. I'm not saying I fart because I'm a lady. Ladies don't fart.
You guff.
We guff. We puff. Do a little poof.
I'm not going to say you queef.
I do queef.
Yeah.
I do. Do you know what a queef is? Write in, let me know. In the comments, that'll probably be a reel.
The queen of queef? No. That'll be a tagline.
Queef, I like the word queef. Okay, you haven't seen the episode fucking ages ago. One of our, do you know them? One of our guests came to a show one night because she had a skill and she could queef the Star-Spangled Banner through a harmonica.
What?
No.
Through a harmonica?
Yeah.
That's a skill.
Anyway.
How do you find out you can do that?
Don't know. I don't know. I don't know. So, there were some famous people who had been recovered. One was John Jacob Astor. He was one of the richest men in the world at the time. And for me, he was only identified as well by his watch and some other personal initialed clothing, I think it was, like a handkerchief or something in his jacket. He couldn't be identified otherwise, but they knew it was him. Yeah. But that, to me, when you were saying before, it's very levelling.
Yeah.
All the dead people. There's millionaires, stewards, stokers, children, all different classes. It was very levelling, this disaster, but it fucked me off, that in death.
Yeah.
Like the whole women, children thing first, I get that, but, first class in lifeboats. No life is worth more than another. You can't take your fucking money with you.
No.
Anyway. So the Mackay Bennett, it returned to Halifax on the 30th of April. So what's that? 6 days?
7 days.
7 days. It was there. carried 190 bodies, and apparently the church bells rang as the ship came in. Crowds gathered and families waited on the docks, not for survivors obviously, but for confirmation.
Yeah.
See if they actually found them or not, and they were identified by jewellery and stuff like that. Wedding rings and also body numbers. So if they had identified them, they were given a number, and their numbers were put up, and they could see the number and confirm it was them.
Wow, that must have been horrible.
Awful. And the dead, on arrival, doesn't stop there, folks. The dead were taken to the Mayflower Curling Club in Halifax, and the ice rink was turned into a temporary morgue.
Wow.
So a place meant for sport has now been turned into a morgue, and it was filled with rows of the Titanic dead. And that ship was not the only ship. The other ships went as well. I did have the names of them somewhere. The Algerine, the Minia, and something else. And between all 3 ships, they'd recovered 337 bodies out of over 1,500. And some of the bodies were found hundreds of miles away because they drifted. It's busy sea lanes.
Yeah.
So they drifted with the currents.
Bloody hell.
Did I say thousands? I meant hundreds, really, as being dramatic.
No, but it's still...
That's a long way. So, but can you imagine those ships going along? And apparently the ship's logs which say, you know, they're in blah blah area, and we saw what we thought was a person. It was a body, and they had a HMS Titanic life jacket on. They kept finding them.
Bloody hell.
So even though
They scooped them up.
they did, well,
Some of them.
if they were
Yeah.
identifiable, looked like they were first class. But just to clear the shipping lanes, you know, maybe they weighted them down. I don't know. But even after the 3 ships had finished their rescue mission, months and months later, bodies were still turning up in these shipping lanes, cargo ships, and that were like that. Oh, another one, another Titanic one.
Fucking hell.
It's awful, really, isn't it?
It is, isn't it?
So there you go. I wanted to just give a little nod for all of the unspoken dead of the Titanic, because we don't ever go beyond the rescue mission.
You don't.
People are just dead. And they're not just dead, are they?
No.
They're dead, and they just need to have a little nod. So we've given them a nod. So, where are we? Are we due the goat? Yes. No. Good, because we've got a Lady Lobotomy. I think this must be a Scouser who's wrote in.
Because they've said, do you know what I mean?
Oh, it's never Andy. No. It's just the way they've wrote it. You know when somebody types the way they speaks? They speak. Speaks. Dear Lady Lobotomy, I'm still dying over this. Definitely a Scouser.
Fucking they called me that, you know.
I know, yeah. I'm still dying over this. One of me family. One of me family was helping me move some stuff and found a box that was very obviously full of BDSM gear. No one said anything at the time, but ever since, every conversation's felt a little bit weird. You know what I mean? You know what it's like. It's like this silent, we know, hanging in the air. They said, I just want to leave it and hope that everyone quietly just like forgets about it. But the other part of me is like, just get the awkwardness over and done with and just have a laugh over it. But what do we do? Do we just carry on or do we just face it?
I just ask them.
I just come out and say it.
If they moved, you go, what did you see in the box?
Yeah. You should see some kinky shit in the box.
Yeah.
I'm an assholes. I'm into kinky shit.
Because they're probably thinking, how the fuck do you bring up the content of this box?
Yeah.
And then you can just laugh about it. You
Yeah.
bring it out and go, I'll fucking show you if you want.
Yeah. I'd have to bring it
It
up.
depends, like, on the family member. I mean, I just assumed it's an adult family member.
Well, yeah, I'd hope so. You haven't said.
Or it's like their mum, their dad, brother or sister or something along that sort of line.
Yeah.
I'd just be like, did you see what was in that box? Well, that'll teach you for going rooting through other people's
Don't
shit,
go
won't
rooting.
it?
Yeah.
Fucking, how's about if it's in a box, you leave the box closed next time?
If you're going to root, expect to find things you don't want to see.
Yeah.
I think our Liam did go rooting. He slipped up recently. He was here with his girlfriend. We were downstairs with him. And he was just talking about all that time. He wasn't with anybody at the time. He brought some girl back. And he made out that our house was his house. Yeah?
Yeah.
He's always looked a bit older, and he's a
Yeah.
charmer. He can talk his way into and out of everything. Always. And he brought this older woman back to the house. I think he was about 16 or 17 when he did this, and he was making out that it was his house. So I was like, to this lady that you brought back and you said that you owned the house, You wouldn't have took him to took her to your bedroom. Because your bedroom's downstairs in the extension.
Yeah, he was in the back, wasn't he?
And he quickly glazed over it. I think he took her to our bedroom.
Maybe, I reckon he did.
So we're going to address that one day.
Yeah, I would.
Because, I mean, he would have got a shock, like I say. But he was in our bed for fucky with a stranger.
Yeah.
I hope he didn't use anything, that's all I can say. I'm sure he wouldn't.
No, he wouldn't.
I don't mean sex toys, that's like really weird.
Yeah.
But, you know, like a fucking hitty thing or something.
He wouldn't have known what it was.
I don't know, you know.
Unless he'd been rooting beforehand.
He's quite worldly wise, is our Liam. Yeah, anyway, right,
Yeah,
so
back to you,
back to this lady. I know I'm long in the tooth now, and it's easy for me to say. But I thought when it came through, I thought about it, and I was like, if, you know, our Liam, for instance, at 19, helping us move, found a box full of my stuff, I would have just said.
Yeah. I'd just face him. I might actually turn it around and embarrass them and belittle them into like, who's done wrong here? You haven't done wrong for having the box of stuff. You're an adult. They've done wrong for snooping through your stuff.
Yeah.
So I would literally shame them into it.
Yeah.
Probably say, I'm missing a fucking ball gag as one of you lot nicked it.
Yeah. It says, in the move, found a box that was very obviously, so they found a box. They've gone rooting in it, haven't they?
Yeah.
Hate that, you know, people.
Or next time,
don't
shit. Write BDSM shit on the side of the box if you want people to help you move.
Yeah, if you open this, you won't like what you see.
Yeah.
So you know what, that's quite a good tack. I'd be like, right then, fuckers, you've been rooting around my box.
Yeah.
So let's have a little look at it properly. And I'm just, you know, pick out a few little things like, I'm kinky.
Yeah.
It's just handcuffs. I like to beat people around a little bit with this. That's all you need to know.
Yeah.
But if you're going to go rooting around to my stuff, this is probably what you're going to find. So don't go rooting again.
I would,
because it's disrespectful, man.
Yeah, that's...
So if you front it with them, they probably won't root again.
No, they won't, because we get embarrassed by thinking, shit, they know.
Yeah.
The actual crime is they've gone fucking rooting through your stuff.
Yeah. I mean, if you move, and you would have taped the box up and everything, wouldn't you?
You'd have taped the box up, you'd have... Yeah.
Do you know, total segue.
But just spin it, embarrass them out of it instead.
You know what, good idea that. Front them and go, since you've been rooting, we're going to talk about this.
You own it, you're not embarrassed by it. Make them want to die, because they're going, oh my God, she knows.
And they do
I've
it again.
It's a she, but...
That's what they're going to get in it.
Yeah.
So, one of our friends died last year. You know him? And he gave me his BDSM gear when he knew he was dying.
Oh.
He gave me a couple of cases and a big long thing with all like canes and stuff in it, you know. And just little pride and joy, this collection. Some of it he'd made himself.
Wow.
Some of it was a little bit like shitty DIY. You know, when you're a bit skinny, you're like, that bit of chain could come in handy. But it was still his gear. But he has some really nice gear as well. Anyway, he would have been dead a year the day before my birthday this year in June. And I still can't look through the bag.
No.
He said, I want you to have that and, you know, give it to people you think they might find useful. He said, you've got everything. You might not want anything, but feel free. But if anybody else...
trusts you to ensure that it's going to carry on for the life it was intended.
Still in my cupboard. I can't get it out. I can't. I just can't do it. I've seen him use it so many times.
Yeah.
I just feel like... I know this sounds a bit weird, but it might have like a smell on it as well. That sounds mad. I don't mean like, you know, like BO. But you know, like... People wear a certain aftershave and people have a house smell. Yeah,
I was just going to say the house smell.
And when he first gave me it and I put it in the car, I got it out, I could smell his house smell.
Yeah.
It was not a nasty smell, just the smell of his house. And I was like, oh. And I opened the cupboard recently, I could still smell it.
Oh, we've gone over.
I know, yeah. I'm on my last little bit.
It's all right.
Yeah. Kids can wait.
Yeah, find the cupboard, it's fine.
Fuck 'em! So yeah, I'm going to have to bring myself to look at his stuff. It's just sad though, isn't it? You know, that he's gone and that's his stuff. It's like...
But he'd be more pissed off that his stuff's sat in the cupboard.
He'll get it.
He will.
You know, I loved him to bits.
You have a job, Vicky.
One of my favourite people, and you're like, just can't quite do it yet, you know, but I will. I will. But this person... Yeah. Shame them.
Fuck them.
Shame.
Literally embarrass the shit out of them for rooting through your shit.
Yeah. Right, we're going to do a very quick fetish factoid. But before we do...
fetish.
Before we do... Because I haven't done this for ages. Because my head's been up my arse. You haven't got to do nothing, you know, right? Because my head's been up my arse and I'm trying to juggle like 5 million balls and, you know, sell a fucking... Well, hand a business over. I haven't done any of my Patreon shout-outs.
Okay.
So, before I do that... I want to just say thank you everybody on Patreon for sticking with us, because, I mean, obviously I've been releasing my stuff and everything, but I've not been chatting so much because I'm just busy and all that. But Unhinged has still been going out. We've still been getting the main episodes. Hopefully some other stuff's to come as well. But, you know, thank you, because it's you guys that keep this going. I couldn't afford to do it if it wasn't for you guys, so thank you so, so much. And, because we haven't done it for ages, we're going to do some Patreon shout-outs. Woohoo! Well, it's been a while, folks, since I've done a Patreon shout-out, but I don't love you any less, just my life's been upside down, but I'm here now, and let's give you that shout-out you all deserve. We've got Ennis, Gav, Cindy, Emma S, Kimberly, Kiki, Annie, Ollie, and Heather Rose. Now, the next three I might have done before, but because of my old, I can't remember, so you could be getting two. So Miss Metal, Eleanor, and Bo. Thanks, everybody, so much for your support. You mean the world to me, and without you, we couldn't carry on doing this, so thank you from the bottom of my dark, swinging brick of a heart. Right, so before we go, let's do a very, very quick fetish factoid. So,
Yeah, go on.
do you know
The Muffin Man.
the Muffin Man?
He lives down Drury Lane. You fucking missed me. Fuck's sake.
Okay, then, so
One
we'll do
job.
it again.
Fuck off, you bellend. Oh, Lord.
Okay, let's do
You
that.
nearly got me fidget spinner. No, you can fuck off.
You don't trust me? Right then, so do you know why fear and arousal get confused in the brain? Because they do.
They do?
It happens in BDSM, and sometimes, you know, people might feel a little bit of fear in like a horror movie, but it's like arousing a little bit.
Is it to do with the oxytocin and the dopamine levels? They're fluctuating so closely together that you're skirting across the edge, and it can go either way at any given minute.
Pretty much nearly there, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, very, very good. Very, very
Almost
good.
right.
We'll just put out a little bit more in now. So the sympathetic nervous system, not really going to go into it, but that is what's responsible for when you're scared and all the things kick in. So the heart race.
Yeah.
Breathing quickly, pupils dilate when you're afraid, your skin gets more sensitive, so you get like goose pimples. Adrenaline floods the body, so fight or flight, and your senses sharpen that little bit more when you're fearful, when you're scared. So if you strip fear away from all of that tends to happen when you're sexually aroused. Yeah. So your heart races, you breathe quicker, your pupils dilate when you're attracted to someone or something. Skin gets more sensitive, so when you get touched, it feels nicer. Adrenaline, obviously, you're not gonna fight or flight. You're gonna stay. What's the other word? Fight, flight, or
Freeze.
Freeze. I'm gonna freeze.
Was it fawn?
Don't know.
Freeze or fawn? Something like that.
I'm gonna fuck.
I am sitting here thinking I've never had a fucking hard cock when I've shit myself.
I was going to say neither have I. I haven't got a cock, unfortunately.
There's a subtle hint that I know the difference.
Yes.
Am I shitting myself or turned
but
on?
There's people that do.
Oh no, I'm scared.
People do get erections and stuff. So why? Yes, you are right. So the hormones that flood when you're scared, very, very similar to the hormones that flood when you are aroused. Oxytocin, maybe not quite so much, but yet the dopamine, adrenaline, that kind of thing. And psychologists call it misattribution of arousal. And basically, it's because your brain has to decide what this intensity means. The brain's like, something intense is happening, but am I scared or do I want to fuck?
Yeah. And that's the root of all your BDSM-y stuff is your brain goes, you like this. Someone else's brain will go, this terrifies you.
So we obviously do this for the endorphins and the oxytocin and all that kind of thing, but the hormones that are released when we're in pain and when we're scared, afraid, are very similar to when we're aroused. And so often I have guys in the dungeon with an erection they can't get rid of. I've talked about it loads. I talked about it in the episode before last. Loads. And I'm like, I just can't get rid of this erection. This is why. Because the brain hasn't quite decided if they're aroused or terrified. And I think that's why people come back to dominatrix sometimes, is because I'm aroused by the fact that you scare the shit out of me. And you do it for me, you press the right buttons. So yes, the body basically goes this high alert from fear, but the brain accidentally files it, if you like, that heart-pounding sensation under excitement, attraction, sexual charge, that kind of thing. It's why some people, when they watch horror films, they feel a bit turned on. I know you don't, you don't like scary films. Roller coasters on first dates, adrenaline, all that kind of thing.
Yeah, see that.
And fear play in BDSM. Now, I'm not going to go on too much, but I want to tell you a little story about an experiment that was done to back this up. Because I'm like, how do you know this? 1974, those two psychologists, Dave and Arthur.
No, nice. Dead attractive
Dave
names.
and Arthur. In British Columbia, they were standing at the edge of two bridges. One was safe and solid. The other one was swinging and unstable. And men crossed the bridges. Now, obviously, the bridge is very, very, very high. There's swingy bridge as well. Swaying suspension bridge, 450 feet long, hanging over a river gorge. I'm like, no.
Yeah,
No. So anyway, they were walking across, and there's an attractive female researcher stopped them and asked them to do like a quick picture story test, like a psychology picture story test, and then casually handed over a phone number and said, if you've got any questions about the study, call me later. Anyway, the brilliant part comes next. So the men who'd crossed over the terrifying bridge said that, they wrote more sexually charged imagery in their stories. They had to give this story.
Yeah.
And out of the 20 men, 13 of them contacted the sexy lady later on. On the other bridge that was safe, only 7 contacted the sexy lady, and they weren't turned on or not like that. No sexy stories.
When I walked across the bridge, went home.
No, well, that's it.
Wow.
But this scary bridge brought on the hormones that told them that they were aroused. And in that group, they were more likely to contact the sexy lady for sexy talks because they were turned on, have a little cheeky wank after the bridge scare.
Fucking hell.
It's bloody interesting stuff, isn't it?
It is.
I love the psychology around BDSM in general and arousal and all that kind of thing because it's very complex and there's a fine line. I did one episode on why people have orgasms from having their toes and feet played with. And it's because the part of the brain which picks up sensation from feet is right next to the part of the brain which picks up sensation from your genital area. And if you stimulate the two enough, the two can jump.
Ooh.
There you go. That's why our foot fetish event is so fucking popular. Ladies coming all over the place. That's a lie. One did though one day, and Sarah's like, that lady's just coming from her toes.
Fucking hell.
She's on the couch having a whale of a time. She didn't even take her fucking knickers off, and she's got a foot in some guy's mouth, and she's coming.
Bloody hell.
Couldn't believe it. Anyway, so on that toe-gasm bombshell. We're gonna go. You were practicing the outro on our piss up on Friday night. Went on the lash on Friday. It was a great night, wasn't it?
Oh, do you know what? I've laughed so much.
Such a good night. Big group of our old mates,
John
wasn't
and
it?
Alex trying to take that fucking picture.
Oh, it was so funny. So good night.
I was practicing the outro and now I'm sober.
Would you like me to start you off?
If you're binge watching, stick the kettle on. I'll see you in 5. If not, I'll see you next week.
Yeah!
You fucking beauty. Was I right?
Yeah! Double high five. Can you? Double high five.
No, I'm fucking getting you back, you band.
How little we trust each other.
I'm not being the dick this time.
You did it!
I know. I'm so proud. Thanks.
Can you see them eyes a bit glazed over? I'm so
hay
proud
fever.
of you. It's hay fever. I'm not emotional at all, but well done. You did it? Well done! I thought that you remember just because you were pissed. I thought, when you're here sober, you'll just go to shit. Well
I nearly
done.
did go to shit, but it came back. It's in there now, innit, you see?
I'm so proud.
Thanks.
So, Kev, Sissy and Andy.
Yeah, you little fuckers.
You need to get on it. Baz is the first one. So, Kev, he did sort of get it. The first one, not quite. Second time, I think maybe he did get it. I might be doing Kev a disservice there. Soz, Kev, love you. But I'm very surprised at you.
I'm really surprised at me. No, I'm not surprised at me. But I did the effort in, didn't I? Put the homework in.
I did the effort though, didn't I, dickhead? See how brave he is. We've been friends a long time. But you see this here?
Yeah.
It's for a reason.
Yeah.
It's pretty, isn't it? Hurts too.
No, it doesn't.
We're gonna go.
I'm gonna shut up. Bye.
Bye. And there we have it. Another day made better by listening to the creators of chaos. Thanks for dropping by, and if you enjoyed the show, we'd really appreciate you sharing your love for the Pad to Sell podcast with your friends. Don't forget to give us a follow on our socials, maybe leave us some 5-star reviews, and feel free to send us an email to medic@thepadsellpodcast.co.uk, or even interact with us on Facebook, because we love chatting to you. Be sure to stop by next week, because as Bowie says, I don't know where I'm going next, but I promise it won't be boring. Catch you soon.